Yo, this is this is DG here with another review. Right today, I decided to review one of my all-time favorite movies, Aliens. My opinion, the best of the Alien movies. Probably one of the best James Cameron movies. One of the best sci-fi movies, action movies, and movies in general of all time. Stars Sigourney Weaver, Michael Biehn, Lance Henriksen, Bill Paxton. Let's see who else do I know from the cast in the movie. Crap, I can't remember much of the cast. I remember the Sigourney Weaver, Lance Henriksen, Bill Paxton, Michael Biehn, and it came out in 1986. Not a bad year. Not a bad year for movies. We got plenty of good ones, and one of the greatest sequels of all time. And it got critical acclaim, box office hit like it deserves. So here's my talk about it. The plot of the movie. If any of you seen the first Alien, this takes place like 57 years. Yeah, I said 57 years because Ellen Ripley's going Weaver's character's been in cryogenic sleep, and then she gets woken up by the people who employed her years ago, and she's still traumatized by the alien from the film. And she tries to explain the whole events to some of her colleagues and things, but of course they don't believe her and think she's a nut, and they demote her or something. Also, I got posted for the movie right over there in the corner. There we go. There. The movie right there in the corner. There it is. Stupid zoom on this thing. So, then this sleazy businessman named Burke talked Ripley to go to this plan where these aliens have massacred a colony on a planet so they can take it down. They go with a bunch of Marines. One of them is played by Bill Paxton. Two of them is played by Michael Biehn and Bill Paxton. And they get another android come with the named Bishop, played by Lance Henriksen, although Ripley's skeptical of him at first because in the first film, the android in the first one, played by Bilbo from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Ian Holm, who passed away last year, rest in peace, Ian Holm. And Holm tried to kill them so he could get the alien egg to the company so they can weaponize it. But of course, Bishop says that he's not like the other, like the Hammy. He's a guy, which he is. And then they get a plant and they find the only survivor is this little girl named Newt, who Ripley develops a mother-daughter relationship with, and the fight gets like 1,000 aliens on the planet get out, and that's basically the plot. And again, like I said, one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever. I mean, Sigourney Weaver here was fantastic in this movie. I heard she was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress. She didn't get it. The Academy Awards were idiots regarding that. She got a Saturn, luckily, but she still won that Oscar. She was great in that role, honestly. I loved her in that role. Like, she was in this movie is kind of the reason why it bugs me when I heard, like, Flynn Kennedy, who I know all you guys hate because of Star sequel trilogy. Although, what they will say is that my favorite one out of the sequel trilogy is Force Awakens. It's got a poster right up there if you can see it. That's the favorite one out of the sequel trilogy. So, I'm not saying I hate the sequel trilogy. I'm just saying I don't I'm just saying that it was flawed. That's all I'm gonna say. Flawed. No, back to what kidding. She says something about she doesn't think they love movies with strong female leads, and I'm like, did you ever watch this? This is your prime example, woman. They've been playing this. Plus, he also has stuff like Hunger Games and stuff. There's like plenty of them over the years. Years. Just because not every movie is female-centered, it doesn't mean mean they're misogynistic or anything like that. Okay, I'll cut this part out later. Anyway, and before we go more, I'll talk about that's something like she's good as a take charge type leader in this movie. Like I love the dialogue they gave her, like when she's getting cranky at the people, debunking what she says about the aliens, like she says, GD, that's not all, and stuff like that. I like that, and I also like what she says about Newt in one scene. This girl survived longer than any of us with no weapons and no training. And like, at the end of the movie, she's fighting the alien queen. She's kind of the little load lifter, and exoskeleton, she says to the alien queen, get away from her, you bitch! Like, so you know about James Cameron in regards to Avatar, but with this movie, he was a skilled writer at this. That's one thing to get James Cameron credit for. He's a lot better writing strong female leads than most of the people are today. Because when we watch this movie, it was character first. Character first before femininity. That's the reason why it was probably one of my favorite characters of my history and why I scored history. Like, I also like what James Cameron did with Sarah Connor in the Terminator 2 as well. Well, I'll get to that another day, but still, and because of the 80s movie, this uses a lot of practical effects, but really good. Like, they have more aliens, and all guys in suits and stuff. And it was really good. Like, I admit this is a movie that shows the benefits of practical effects, because every time you see practical effects in this movie, whether it's the aliens getting shot with the blood and gore squirting out, or a ship crashing, or just anything in this movie, it's fantastic. And also, I'm gonna get to the command, but see, she goes to these military marines, and they're put off in the house in the movie. I heard that they filmed the scene where they come out of the cryopods last, so they can give a sense that these guys have known each other for a long time. And there's these two. I remember one name. I don't remember the other name. I'm gonna look it up. Aliens. The other. These two soldiers. The movie. Yeah, these two guys named Gorman and Vasquez. And Vasquez is basically pretty much what every SJW would want with a woman in their movies these days. Like, if you want to know what I mean, I'll show you an image of this character called Vasquez. Do you remember one? I swear to God, they put a movie these days, like where she's doing pull-ups, and I think it was Bill Paxton raster this is to him, hey, has anyone ever mistaken you for a man? And she replies, no. Has anyone mistaken you for a man? Here she is, here, and I swear to God, this is the kind of person they want in a movie these days. Something like that. Although she worked better because, again, character first. Like, she has some pretty good lines in the movie, like when Ripley is giving all the Marines a speech about the aliens to know what they're in for. Where she makes a snarky remark saying, I just need to know one thing. Where they are. Boom. So yeah, she's basically like one of the guys, basically. And Bill Paxton's also pretty fun in the movie. Of course, his famous Game Over Man line. And And I like how he tries to act all like a like overcoming a hot shot towards Ripley. He says, "Don't worry, Ripley. Me and my group of badasses will protect ya." Yeah. And also, Michael Biehn was good, I guess. Not guess. I mean, I don't know. It just didn't stand out to me as much in the movie as he did in Terminator. There. Lance Henriksen was also good. I liked the performance as Bishop. Bishop, and I thought he did play an android. I liked a lot of his scene stuff. Scenes I liked. I also liked how, at least he also survived. Well, at the end of the movie, only Ripley, Newt, Hicks, which is Michael Bihn's character, and Bishop survived. Which I'm glad at least besides those three survived as well. I'm glad Bishop survived with them. Because I hate when it's just like the family that survives. I like when it's just at least one other guy too. And this movie also had a special edition cut in 1990, where some scenes like added a scene of the colony before it was attacked, and it also has a scene explaining, giving more depth to Ripley's surrogate mother-daughter relationship with Newt. Newt showing that her daughter passed away while she was in cryostasis, and a scene where and there's also a bit where it shows Gubia setting up these guns to blast down the aliens. And basically a lot of this movie kind of inspired Halo in a way. Like, that's just Marines shooting down aliens. And they probably also inspired Starship Troopers. Granted, I haven't watched Starship Troopers. I think Bill Paxton was in that movie too. I'm not sure, but I think Bill Paxton was in Starship Troopers. I'm gonna look that up quickly. Like I know this chick from Saw was in it. Let's see, was Bill Paxton? And that's no, Bill Paxton was not Starship Troopers, but Michael Ironside, the guy who did Dark Side Superman, they made a series playing, and Clancy Brown, Doogie Howser. Anyway, so I like the tone of this movie. This time it's war, where they fight more aliens, and the fight scenes are well done, and the score is well done. The scores definitely get you up and going. Like, the first movie is kind of slow, building suspense. There's more of a horror. This one's a full-blown action movie. And there's some obvious effects. There's one scene where an alien kills a pilot of the pilot of this loading ship, and you definitely tell it's a miniature crashing to the ground. You definitely tell it's a miniature. But okay, here's what I'm going to tell you my best scene in the movie: the alien queen. She's not. I can't. She's right there in the case. Although it's very small. You can't see this chick here. One of the best puppets and practical effects, in my opinion, for any movie. And I swear they used this concept for episode of the Clone Wars Season 2 called Legacy of Terror. Basically, he's the one producing all the aliens. At the end of the movie, when after Ripley rescues Newt from she tries to Ripley burns her ace. She tries to kill Ripley for it. Oh yeah, I'll tell you. The character bringing the movie, the business funds all this, is an a-hole. A complete a-hole. For one thing, they figured out that this guy's actually sent all the people to that colony, knowing that there was aliens, and then warned them intentionally, basically use them as live bait so he can lure the aliens up, so he can nab for himself and sell it for profit. So basically, he pretty much intentionally manslaughtered a bunch of people intentionally, so he can make money. So that makes him a bit more of a monster than the aliens are. In this one scene, she trips Ripley and Newt in this room with a face hugger, which are the things that slap into your face and plant the alien into your neck so it can pop out of your stomach. But of course, and at one point during one of the battle scenes, he tries to leave Ripley, Newt, Hicks. I don't think Bishop was in the room with the because he was in some pipe, Gorman and Vasquez should lock them in a room so they can also save his own butt. But luckily the movie gives him his catharsis after an alien kills him. So that's good. Also, I'm going to touch a relationship between Ripley and Newt. I know a lot of people don't seem like child actors in movies. Like I hear a lot of people complain about Phantom Menace, which in my opinion I don't take too lightly because considering I heard that Major Lord is now in an institution because of mental illness, and considering in his childhood he was bullied by people who didn't like Phantom Menace, yeah, I kind of feel some pity for the kid. So I get kind of upset when people make fun of him now. Anyway, still, she was pretty good with Ripley. She was and honestly, their scenes together were really tender. Like, Sigourney Weaver is definitely great in this movie with the tender parts and the tough girl parts, leading everyone. And of course, don't make the males incompetent. The males are pretty competent. Bill Paxton's decently competent. A lot of the Marines are competent, even though a lot of them get killed off. Like, there's one part where they go into these little catacombs in these little cameras. And every time they get killed, their cameras go static, which I think builds some neat tension. Yeah, it has a good score to it, done by, let's see who did this, James Horner, who's done the soundtrack to quite a few movies. He also did the soundtrack to Titanic, Avatar, The Amazing Spider-Man. I don't think he did Terminator 2. I don't think he did. And some other movie. And I think the last movie he did before he died was Southpaw. Yeah, I think that was it. So anyway, his soundtrack still has some pretty good beats to it. And let's see what else is good with this movie. Like I said, the visual effects are good with the set design's really good and very scary atmosphere. I also noticed this movie has a blue on the cover. The movie kind of has a blue tint to it. Where just like the first one kind of has some of a green tint, and the third one has kind of a yellowish tint and color scheme. And like I said, the Alien Queen was puppet made, but a really good puppet. Like, it felt so believable and awesome. And because at the end of it really gets new. She burns the alien eggs. It gets the Alien Queen mad. She chases her up to the ship that her, Hicks, and Bishop trying to escape on. Well, injures it. Rips apart Bishop. But of course, he's not dead because he's an android. And Hicks is in the ship recovering from his injuries, and then. Okay, here's my one complaint about the movie, though. There's this one bit at the end when they defeat the alien, the same way they did in the previous movie by sending the Alien Queen through an airlock, which the only part I didn't like because I felt like they did the same thing in the first one. But aside from that, I thought the movie is still one of the best of all time. And like I said, the characters are good, well written, and likable. And yes, I'm one of the people who didn't like what they did to them in Alien 3. Jacked up. The writing is top notch. The acting is great. And the direction is amazing. So yeah, this is why Aliens is probably one of my favorite films of all time. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.